Hello, and we have a cryptic tweet by Gary Gensler, and some people are talking about it. Is he about to step down or retire? We don't know, but let's actually look at the tweet because there's a lot to decipher here. Now, Gary Gensler is the hated enemy of crypto, and he tweeted this: "It's been an honor to serve as SEC Governor Chair. Over the past 3 years, I've seen firsthand how the incredible staff at the SEC serve as investors or issuers alike." A thread. Now, generally, this is something that someone that served a long time says before they step down. So when people in my chat saw this, they were like, "Oh, he's going to step down. It's great." One, I don't think that's the case. But two, let's not forget, last time when Jay Clayton left, we thought we were getting someone good, but we got stuck with Gary Gensler. So there's actually zero guarantee that the guy that comes in after Gensler is better than Gary Gensler, because remember, Trump appointed Jay Clayton, and he could just appoint another Jay Clayton to be Gary Gensler's successor. And of course, if the administration doesn't change, Gensler could possibly serve for 4 more years. Although Gary Gensler has his eye on the Secretary of Treasury job, so he wants to move up in the world. So let's wait until we see who the successor is before we start celebrating, because remember, Gary Gensler did teach the stuff at MIT, and he was a lot more pro-crypto before he became SEC governor, and that seems to be a trend. When they become SEC governor, they become much more anti-crypto. So before we celebrate, we gotta see what the situation is, because we thought it couldn't get any worse than Jay Clayton, but we basically got more of the same. The guy that sued Ripple was followed by the guy that continued to sue Ripple. So not really all that great. We filed more than 2,000 enforcement actions. We know, Gary, we know. And you've lost several of the big ones, by the way. And SEC Gov enforcement actions have resulted in orders for more than $6 billion in several penalties and more than $6 billion in disgorgement. Now, I'm wondering how much did you spend fighting those lawsuits? Because you spent like $200 million fighting the Ripple lawsuits so far. So if you file more than 2,000 enforcement actions, that is basically like you're leaving roughly, I would say, $3 million per lawsuit. And that's not very much when the government sues someone. We finalized 38 rules: treasury, clearing, corporate governance, and money market funds, to name a few. Note that he did not mention any crypto rules, because he's been trying to purposely avoid making new crypto rules, because that would kind of kill the SEC strategy of enforcement basically enforcement by basically regulation by enforcement rather than what they're supposed to do. And we're not done. Now, this is the part where this goes sour, because usually this is something that he posts, he's about to retire. Not so much. He's not done. He is still here. On our agenda, further equity market structure rules and additional cybersecurity rules, among others. So essentially, yeah, he's not retiring. He's going to do even more. And he might actually be out the door whether or not Biden wins re-election, because he might get replaced. And remember, he wants the Secretary of Treasury job, so he might be looking on his way up. Or if obviously the administration changes, all the stuff changes as well. But yeah, he basically has made everyone in the crypto market absolutely loathe him. And if you look at the responses to his, thread, people are saying Ryan Selkis, Gary Gensler, you're a parasite, Gary. And Gensler's tweet got 1.8K likes. Selkis's tweet of "you're a parasite" got 3.1K likes. And of course, there's other people saying, "was excited for a second, thought you resigned." That got 3.5K likes. So there's a lot more people that want him to resign and want him to be done with than actually want him to continue to be commissioner. And that should tell you how well liked Gary Gensler actually is. So yeah, definitely something to look at. So essentially, thought it was a resignation thread. What a disappointment. But a lot of people, I think, only read the tweet, didn't read the replies, and thought it was a resignation thread. But it is not. I wish it was, and I could say different, but it looks like this is basically him teasing crypto bros, saying, "I'm going to pwn you some more," and this is just to let you know I'm not done with you yet, and y'all are going down some more. But we must unite and fight him like Coinbase, like Ripple did, like Coinbase is doing, like Binance is doing, and like Uniswap is doing. We must fight him and pwn him so hard that he's remembered as the worst SEC commissioner ever, and his name goes down in infamy as a really bad commissioner, as a warning to those others who are so politically dead set against an industry that they are doing things against their better judgment of regulation. And the courts, I believe, are going to strike him down like they have been doing, and he has not been all that successful in regulating crypto. Part of it, I do believe Gensler's thing is vengeance, because the crypto stuff is making him look very, very bad. And obviously, he does not like looking very, very bad. But, that's just kind of like how things are right now. And definitely not something that any other commissioner wants to repeat at this point in time. So, yeah, Gary Gensler, I don't think he's retiring. I think he's just trying to kind of congratulate himself and see if anyone agrees with his congratulations for himself, which no one does, by the ways. And I don't think he has too much support anywhere within the industry. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.